Y'all know what it is. Attitude Era Podcast. We are live following the conclusion of Monday Night Raw. And y'all know what it is. We're going to jump right into it. I got my guy to my right or my left, depending on how you're looking at your screen. Your favorite wrestler's favorite podcaster. If you think your favorite wrestler is famous and he ain't got a picture with Gamage, he ain't as famous as you think he is. And y'all know what it is. The undisputed podcast champion of the world. You know what I mean? King HP. Y'all know what I'm doing. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing on this mighty fine Monday night? Gamaj, how you feeling, bro?
Doing good, doing all right.
You doing good? You doing all right? I know somebody who ain't doing good, ain't doing all right right now. There's a guy right now. Right now, he probably laid up on the table. You know what I'm saying? With his back hurt. Like he trying to act like he don't need no help. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. Tonight's Raw ended kind of raw. We needed some hands. We got Roman Reigns. We got CM Punk. We got the Usos in the mix. Gamaj, how you feeling about it? How you Raw goes off the air. We got Roman Reigns licking CM Punk, mumbling stuff under his breath about he don't need no help.
I was like by a hair so close to saying I'm getting over the feud until Roman started putting hands on Punk. Like, okay, never mind.
It needed it. Last week's
Yeah,
one punch, okay, cool. Tonight, oh yeah, somebody getting decimated. And it took the Usos to spark it. It almost felt like it wasn't gonna go that way. And
yeah, and I'm
the
just like, if I don't see no hands getting thrown, I'm over this joint.
you know what's funny? I seen something from I think it was Kevin Nash talking about somebody in this feud needs to go heel. I need that to be defined because I can define a heel from I define it by actions, logic, promo, things that baby faces don't do, the heel tactics, right? That would Roman is in that mode tonight. Not maybe so much in the past, but tonight. Heel Roman. I don't know if it's the previous weeks, heel Punk, taking the low road, dissing the father, throwing the first punch. You know, those are things the babyface doesn't do. You know something, bro? Those are things the babyface don't do. You know, they look for peaceful resolutions. Hey, let's just have a match. You want a match? You got it. That's the type of thing. We didn't get that tonight. We got CM Punk talking crazy about Jimmy and Jey Uso. How you rate Punk's promo tonight?
I give it like an 8. If I had to, out of 10, I give it like an 8.
Anything stick out? Anything?
It wasn't until he got to the whole "Am I old" portion because I'm like, yeah, where he going with this? Because he better not say I'm young. And I'm happy the crowd said yes and he agreed because I'm like, this is about to be a bum ass promo.
Right. I think with Punk, you know, I actually liked it better when the Usos came out and Jay, main event Jey Uso or crash out Jey Uso, I think is the preferred term at this point. Um, he's Punk won't let him in the ring. Punk is just pushing the buttons, pushing the buttons. I feel like in tactics, I'm not worried about what the fans like because the fans don't like and cheer anything. I'm looking at from how the company is going to push them out to the crowd. Like, are you pushing them out as a heel or a face? Like you know, Cody Rhodes, Randy, I just want the best, Randy. I want the best. I want the that's babyface talk. That is babyface talk. That is clear babyface talk. He's gonna come out this week. He's gonna be pissed. I want it anyway. He's gonna do more babyface. He's gonna do enraged babyface. What we got with Punk and Roman is like, yeah, the crowd is going to cheer, but how watch the tactics. Are these heel tactics? Are they face tactics? And I think we're getting a mixture of both. I think people are confusing because the reactions of the crowd, they're not acting as a heel versus no, they are acting as a heel. People just love to see people get dog walked. You know what I mean? Randy Orton damn near sent Cody Rhodes to the hospital. Do it again. Kill him. You know what I'm saying? It's gladiator school. So um I think I think Roman needed a refresh because Roman was looking very non-heelish. and the Roman Reigns we grew to love was the heel. That whole bloodline era was heel. It was him doing every dirty tactic. It was him punishing people. You remember what he did to Kevin Owens in that match? And handcuffed him to the like. It's just we needed that. And tonight, Roman let loose. Where do the Usos fit into this? Because Roman's disrespecting them now too.
Punk is proving honestly everybody's point. Like he never apologized to y'all. He still treats y'all like shit. So where's his accountability for that from y'all?
Yeah, I think so kind of go back what you said. Um Roman said, I'm gonna ask you this. He said this to Jay Uso after Jay. No, he said it to Jimmy after Jay came out wild and Jimmy tried to talk sense to him. I'm gonna say this as respectfully as possible. You had your match. You had all that stuff. I'm gonna need you to get your. He said, get your brother and leave my ring, dog. You still talking to them boys like they're lesser than. We see y'all in the chat. What up, Vinny, Daria, Aiden, Aiden, I can't say it. Fleischer, got you. Kitty, what up? What up? What up? Um, are
Because I
we
know a
setting up
lot of
something
people
for?
try to. I know a
Hmm?
lot of people try to say as of the past week, like Jimmy Jay is acting like Roman, and then they're saying Solo's acting like Roman. And the whole point of that story is because Roman is the only one that belittles his own family. So when they start doing the same, this is why they say you sound like Roman. You're talking like Roman.
What up, Adam J? Yeah, I think we heard LA Knight say it tonight too. Um, after the tag match, they had. I don't know what the Usos got going on. It looks like they're gonna go with the Vision. They had a match tonight. Jay Uso got him disqualified. You know, in the Roman promo, he even says, "I don't give a damn about those titles." And I feel like we're walking into a Bloodline 2.0, right? Because remember we had Jay main event Jay Uso versus Roman Reigns at one point for the title. I feel like Jay being so focused on CM Punk. I don't know if we get the Vision versus the Usos. Do you think there's a possibility we get the Uso versus Uso rematch at 42 that we got the rematch? We got the original match at 40, night one, I think it was.
It wouldn't surprise me, but I would hope we don't get that match. I do think the Usos might lose the belts next week.
In Madison Square.
I think they might lose it.
Now, let me for all those that didn't, what I'm saying, maybe not seen it or whatever. Paul Heyman went to Adam Pearce and he asked for a tag team match. He asked for a street fight next week, a New York City street fight, right? Every time it's in the city, it's got to be that city. Um, but they're in Madison Square Garden next week. It's going to be. I expect a big Raw. If they lose those titles next week, what does that look like for Mania? I don't know. Do you think that man? You think the Vision takes those titles off of the Usos next week, 3 weeks before Mania? Nah,
I
about
think
four
that's what
weeks actually.
they're. I think that's what they're teasing with Jay being emotional right now. He could potentially cost them the match being that way.
I mean, he did it tonight. Logan Paul
Yeah,
went to use the brass knuckles. LA Knight came out. He intervened. He slid Jay Uso those brass knucks, and yikes, Jay used them. Jay used them on both people, despite being caught. Jay Uso with the heel tactics, right? Which is funny because it's pitting Jimmy Uso as the face, on a tag team with your twin as the heel. I don't, man. I hope say it ain't so, brother. Say it ain't so. Say next week ain't gonna be the last time we see Usos with gold on their waist before Mania. I thought they would have headed into Mania.
yeah. I don't know because now that I'm looking at it, let's say they go that route. Don't be surprised if one of them ends up facing LA Knight.
At Mania?
Maybe.
So we haven't seen nothing really for LA Knight for Mania, at least not that I can decipher.
No, the only thing he has right now is the slight back and forth with Jay, even though they kind of always do that. But that's really the only thing.
Yeah, I think whew, whew, I wouldn't be mad at it. I I would just want to see some sort of crazy stipulation like Jimmy's gonna be the ref. And Jimmy, if you don't call this match down the middle, you will be suspended indefinitely. You know what I'm saying? They put some crazy thing on it to make because if you deviate and break them up as a tag team, essentially, not break them up, but you put them in a singles match for Mania. Only one of them, Jay Uso, really is the only one that I could see if we're gonna do singles. Like you say, him and LA Knight kind of got a thing.
Yeah,
It's easy to write. I mean, you're already kind of headed in that direction anyway. Um, I do want to mention something. I was trying to upload the photo, but I didn't get a chance to. When LA Knight confronted the Usos backstage, like, yo, man, before LA Knight told him he's starting to sound like Roman, did you notice the backdrop?
oh yeah, the truck that had the Rock on it.
The truck that had the rock. Now we've seen in years past where WWE will seemingly forecast something. And I'm not trying to say, yeah, I'm excited because the rock. No. But I am saying it's convenient that when they had the talk about family, and you're starting to sound like Roman, and he was like, "Don't talk about my family. It was when it comes to family, I'll do it." And there's the Rock, almost like over glaring all of it. We still have a mystery person on SmackDown who Randy Orton talks to, who seems like he's feeding Randy. And I don't know if it's the strings on the orchestra or the strings on the puppet that are getting played, and it's all the same thing. The Rock is behind it all. Would you be okay if The Rock appears at WrestleMania? And if you are, what capacity?
So, okay, I'm going to speak unbiasedly as possible because The Rock
Oh, shit.
is my goat.
Okay.
Now, respectfully, if there
Mhm.
is no plan or he does not have the intention to stick to the narrative or the role he should be for whatever storyline is panned out, I do not want him to come back.
Mm.
This is how Mania's main event last year got messed up. We don't need that again.
This is true, but the year before Mania was lit.
No, it was, but he actually stuck to the time slot he had to give credit where credit's due. But if he's not gonna do
Mm.
that, don't come back. Now, if he is, then no, I wouldn't be bothered. I'd welcome it. But I would feel like the only way it makes sense for him is if he is part of the Roman and Punk match. I feel like him, like for Orton and Cody, because of the tease he had with Cody to make Cody heel, he only makes sense if Cody's turning, but it wouldn't make sense anymore because Orton is the one they're pushing as the heel.
Right,
And
right.
oh yeah, and I'm kind of skipping, but you caught the promo they were doing from Orton's recap. They edited out. They edited out his cheers.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's funny because the crowd is. I mean, you want the playback video to look raw, so when down the because no one, the majority of people won't remember, right? People will remember the moment and they'll remember some of the noise, but typically people don't remember everything. If you take away the background noise or the cheers, and you're painting the picture in that video like he's a heel, and you know what I'm saying? It's like when you watch Rock Austin videos back, and you're like, oh my
Yeah,
god, you almost forget about that he was like super loved and blah blah blah. You're just like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like you re-engulf to the moment without actually being in the moment because you would have thought about the cheers, but they wiped that away to tell a better story. Tell a better story. Um, I think WWE Netflix has done some edits, man. Tonight they let it fly.
They did.
Tonight they let it fly. Even Jay Uso said that he what did he say? He's like he said something about some
He's always,
shit. I was like,
yeah,
oh
he's always talking. He's always talking about this bullshit. I was like, wait, what?
yeah. I was like, oh, they got Jay Uso in it. Crash out Jay. I don't like
Yeah,
main event Jay
they
Uso. Crash out Jay is dope.
they didn't even let Roman get away with that. The first promo, Zebros or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah,
they
but
they
I think it was last week. I thought it was edited in the live. Like, there was a couple times they cursed. I think it was last week because that was the old promo where he said he was old, and it was like, we're not gonna talk about WrestlePalooza, brother.
Yo,
You know what I mean? Um, Jey Uso was hype. Um, uh, but no, I think tonight letting that motion build up. Even CM Punk put the kids to bed, put your earmuffs on. We're gonna be talking shit. You know what I mean? And I'm here for it. But I don't need to go so crazy. I remember Paul Heyman did an interview and he talked about people's expectation with the first was they was gonna be wild. And mine was too. Um, but he explained like, nah, because we're still a program that is heavily into the children. And even though there's certain hours, it's gonna be storyline based. So if there's no need to just drop something crazy, then we're not gonna just drop something crazy.
I mean, I'll say this. This might be it. This might be a hot take. I think Punk and Roman segment should have started the show, and I think Lesnar and Oba should have ended the show. And the reason I
I
say
mean,
that is
man,
because when Jay and Punk were like going back and forth, and Punk was actually ready to defend the belt against Jay, that would have been more believable to me had it been early in the show because there's enough time for me to think, oh, are they actually going to do that? But because it was towards the end,
mm,
you knew that wasn't going to happen. That's what I'm like. Either y'all shouldn't have said that, or you should have done this segment first. And I probably would have liked the entire thing better than what it was.
I think that
And then if
works.
you had, yeah.
No, go ahead, go.
Oh yeah, and then if you ended with Lesnar and Oba, you're honestly giving more favors to Oba at this point. Because granted, you gave him his best look last week. Not saying tonight wasn't bad, but if you really want to make him feel like pause in advance, that's the next big thing. You'll give him that last segment and let him do that again.
I think there's more drama behind the Roman, but to your point, I do think, yeah, in hindsight, if you're gonna sit there and challenge for a match, let's do this at least earlier in the show, to give that illusion that there could be a championship match tonight, and that would have been super fire. Yo, I knew it. I knew it. I was like, why is there so much light on me? It's just mad light, and I can't. I'm like, the TV light, you. Anyway, um, but yeah, I think. What up, Aiden? See you in the chat, good sir. I think tonight's Raw. I think Raw has been consistently good going into Mania. I'm not saying SmackDown's been bad, but SmackDown can get dry because they have a longer spot. They got 3 hours to kill, and you be honest, they got less star power, man. They got less bullets in the gun.
Well, they do.
And they've done well with what they got. True enough, they've done well with what they got, but you got too many people. We can't even figure out some of these big name stars and what they're doing at Mania. We don't know what LA Knight's gonna do. We don't know about the Usos right now. You got Dominic Mysterio. Like, I know he's got to be doing something. Penta's the Intercontinental Champion, and he just looks like he's just lost in the sauce as we're going into WrestleMania season. Then you got other people who are clicking on all cylinders. Becky Lynch and AJ. We know that's coming. And that's star
Oh,
power
they
right there.
they 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 officially confirmed that match.
Right. So you got a lot of stuff going on, And on SmackDown, you still giving us Motor City Machine Guns taking on Fraxium. It's like watching Saturday Afternoon Superstars as a kid. Like, none of y'all is gonna make it, right? But the reality is, a lot of them can make it. You could put on these matches there. You could do a tag team match for the titles at Mania, ladder match, right? And make it undisputed. Put both tag team champs in there. Put another two teams from each show or something. Let it roll,
Man,
or one
but
show, whatever. But
what's gonna be unfortunate about this, and I could be
mm,
wrong because we don't know the card yet. WWE doesn't even know their whole full card yet.
no, I agree.
I am 80% certain we're gonna have the women's tag match at Mania, but not the men's. They're gonna do it the day before Friday before Mania, like the SmackDown before Mania, just like last year.
Mike, salute, salute, salute. I unfortunately have to agree with you. I feel like they do that because you have two belts versus the women's one. The women's belt has more. It has more weight. Remember, we talked about this a few times where they took all the top talent and put in a tag team division. Well, now everyone's going back their separate ways, but you still got a lot of that talent in that division, and it's still like even even like a Bailey Lyra. You're talking about battling next week on Monday Night Raw versus the tag champs. So you got to show like, damn, you still got Charlotte and Alexa Bliss hanging out like.
Yeah.
I don't think Julia has a match set for Mania. They need to take that title off of her, but they should do it
Well,
with the women's tag.
she's facing Stratton for the belt this week, I think.
Yeah, yeah, on SmackDown. So they
Yeah.
don't even have like, why not do that at Mania unless you're gonna take it off her before? I don't want to see a rematch at Mania either, though. Like Julia has not done enough for that title to make anything feel warranted except a split between her and Kiana James. So I'm sorry, you're just not interesting. I don't want to hear someone yell in a different language and someone not translate it, and then you're off TV for a while, then you come back, you're not cooking. Sorry. If like another aspect of that, if you're gonna have translator people or whatever, you got to make the person who's being translated for more interesting. Um, we've seen that. Dang. I mean, could you rip that back any louder? Jesus Christ. All I hear is like, dang. But yeah, I don't think they got anything for her to do to look interesting. I was gonna say Paul Bearer Taker. I was gonna say Mr. Fuji Yokozuna. You have several people who've had interpreters and such, and you got to do something with Julia to make her character more, something. Something's got to give.
Mhm.
Send it to me. I get it right.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? We got
Man.
the most loved, the most hated, the Archie Carter in the building.
I made it. A bit of a rough night, but it's all good.
But now,
Going back to these women,
I was gonna say
huh?
originally, I thought they were gonna try to do Io and Juliet first.
You think you could do? I think I'd hate to be. I mean, but Io's on Raw.
No,
That's
that's
the
what it
only
was.
thing.
That's what I thought. But
Um, you might as well send her over there because then you got another female that cooks, and Rhea went over. I mean, Rhea's going against Jade, so I mean, and Rhea was really a Raw star.
yeah,
So,
technically, she's technically considered SmackDown now because Raquel said it to Io, like she moved to SmackDown. I'm like, oh, so she's officially there. All
oh,
right.
so I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. So
But I do agree that women's tag team
Oh wow.
title will be defended at Mania. I think they're just cooking, and there's nothing cooking on the men's side. The Usos aren't even thinking about defending their titles. They defend them next week. They're about to lose them.
My hat right for the chat for Vinny. Yeah, man, had to run, had to. I'll get to my STFU a little later, man. What we got going on?
Yeah, we talk about the tag team division, really the women's, because next week it's Bailey and Lyra taking on
Lash and
the
Nia.
irresistible forces.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, because they had a match with the
I don't
Kabuki
want to see
Warriors and they
Bailey
beat
and
them.
Lyra together. I don't want to see Bailey and Lyra individually wrestling each other. I just don't like them together. It's just not working. Not for me anyway. Lyra has had like a weird disconnect with the crowd and they pushed her. It looked like it was building. Then they took the title off of her. She was with Becky. Now Becky is doing something else. I don't know I don't know. Maybe they didn't stick with it long enough, but I don't know.
There was that rumor that they didn't like her childlike energy or manner in which she gave that promo back when she did the Becky Stars.
You
And
mean the thing they
and if
love
you
about
notice,
Javon
Shane
Evans
Strickland,
that he's not so urban? That thing?
nah,
The
it was a
childlike.
whole different. It was like her dancing in the ring, uh, while doing it was weird. Even when you watched it, you'd have to go clip the highlight just to see like why did you do that? But I wouldn't have took her off. I don't know. That's just the rumor thing, But I think Lyra, you keep the tag champs busy. You keep them doing something. You have nothing for Lyra and Bailey anyway, so
Bailey's on my list
why
of
not?
people who deserve better in WWE. Bailey's on that list, bro.
Uh, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Bailey is just trying to go to work so she can be ready to go.
Yeah, stay busy.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like when her contract gets closer to ending, I don't see her resigning.
Bailey would immediately go to New Japan and become a champion. Or she would draw eyes to AEW easily.
I'm not sure what she wants to do. That's the only thing I would like to hear a rumor. Like, what is she after? Because we've seen a lot of people go through this where they're like they take the money over the titles, right? Bailey's in an interesting spot because damn man, you're one of the four horsewomen and all that, blah. And I'm not gonna say you're relegated to anything, but after her women's title run,
After
it
Bailey's
just
quote unquote heel turn, I think it's been all like downhill for Bailey, to be honest. Because
she
even her peaks weren't high peaks, like, and then her matches at Mania, it's just like Bailey's been an afterthought.
I
Yeah,
think
I
they're
mean,
pushing her, not pushing her, but she's in that LA Knight role right now. Like she wins matches, but she won't win the big matches. The big matches are she's used to be beaten to up someone else's stock or keep someone else afloat or whatever the case.
Yeah, Bailey
And
is a free
then
Bailey, man. Free her to his backwards, man.
yeah, Bailey hasn't had a good like look. Well, in the last 2 years, when she won the Rumble and then she got the belt at Mania, she beat Io, which honestly was a underrated match. A lot of people don't talk about it. It was not a bad match,
It's
and
just
she had
something
a
about Bailey.
lackluster.
Hey,
Yeah,
Stephanie, get Bailey on your podcast. That's where we go find things we don't want to know.
yeah, I think we'll see what happens though. But next week they got the match in Madison Square. Um,
oh yeah, that she
it's
got
just to keep
booed.
the champions busy. You said what happened?
No, Bailey got booed because she said we're gonna challenge them in like the most famous
Oh
arena
yeah,
in the Boston.
people gotta be understanding of their surroundings, right? You're in Boston Garden, essentially. TD, whatever they call it now.
Yeah, TD Garden.
Essentially Boston Garden. And you gonna talk about Madison Square Garden in that building, bro? They gonna boo. What? Not wise. Not wise. But that hey man, it is what it is. They'll be keeping the tag champs busy. I
I actually
do
didn't
think
see Raw tonight. I saw up until Javon Evans was coming out, then I had to leave the house and had to go take care of some business. So I'm gonna catch the replay So I'm just, you know what I'm saying, giving my overall thoughts.
Um, with speaking of Javon Evans, right?
All
Who do you
right,
have his match with? Grayson Waller,
Grayson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
Kofi at ringside.
Kofi at ringside. Is there a little steam coming off of like at one point the three new talents were there, right? You had Trick, Oba, and Javon Evans. They were raving. I feel like if they were all doing 100, Javon has slowed down the speed limit.
Yeah,
But
he
Javon
has.
Evans was the talk of WWE. He was the talk of the wrestling world, if we really being honest. He had vets talking about him. Kevin Nash opening his mouth about him, people praising him, people loving him, and like it wasn't a bad thing said about Javon Evans. A few here and there, but he was the talk of the wrestling world. So I would
Yeah,
say he had. I think Oba's shot to that number one spot. Out of those three,
oh yeah,
Oba is in the hey. They said it tonight. Let's just jump right into this shit. They start the show off, right? There's two big segments on Raw. Any show, really. Raw SmackDown. The opening and the closing. Grand opening, grand closing. Who started the show tonight? Brock, Paul Heyman, and the bell was answered by Oba Femi. They was talking shit. You're gonna go to Suplex City.
that's
You
how the
took
show
advantage of
started.
him.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mine started with
yeah.
Becky Lynch.
No, no,
Nah,
no, no,
Becky
no,
was
no.
like
But
in the
Well, every time I
middle
didn't
of
hit
the
play
go
show.
from
somewhere.
beginning, when I hit play from beginning, it started with Becky Lynch, and then I got to Javon Evans and I had to leave the house.
Nah,
Oh, I didn't
no.
even see that. I didn't. That's
Hey,
what I'm
next
saying.
week they're gonna be talking about the viewership of what happened tonight. I think the foot on chest was peak, but this is like 1B.
He did
You know what I'm
something else to
saying?
Brock. Or Brock did something
Yeah,
to
they
him.
got busy tonight, brother. I had to change the title. I had to change
Yeah,
the title. It was great. Paul Heyman and Brock came out
I didn't even
and
see
they
the
were
title. Roman, I sound like I missed the hell of a show.
you did. That's why I'm like, I don't know if you really want to like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot to happen, a lot of moving, a lot of
Hey,
shaking.
you know the beauty about Attitude Era podcast? Why we not like a lot of these other podcasts? And I said we run circles around you squares. I'm a fan of our podcast. So I could be a fan and on screen at the same time. I'm not just here to bump my gums and hear myself talk and get disrespected by my co-host. Like some of y'all. But yeah, I'm here. Let's go.
So Oba. We just had that conversation, right? Oba might be doing a buck 10. Oba's going at WrestleMania. They said tonight. Was it Corey Graves? Nah, was it Michael? Was Michael Cole the one who said it? He said something about it's this is the other main event, or this is the main, or it feels like a main. He said something with using those words though. The
I
main
think Corey
event.
Graves. I think Corey Graves said that.
Yeah, it was. And I'm be
And
honest,
Corey the
bro.
one
It
that always say it's a
feels.
big fight feel, right? That Michael
Yeah.
Cole.
And I love
Yeah,
that because even in boxing, they would say that about Floyd
The big
type, like
fight feel, bro. This
big
this
fight feel. And
yeah.
that's what that shit is. The way they're doing this matchup with the tail of the tape, they're not doing that for Punk and Roman. They're not doing that for Cody. We don't even want to see a tail tape for Cody Randy. Randy blows him out the water in all metrics. But Oba and like each match has a distinctive, you know what I'm saying? And this one is big fight feel. Tail of the tape. Oba 6'3, Brock 6'2. Oba got him by 20 pounds, 300 and what is 310 pounds. Brock 291. The reach is in Brock's favor at 81 inches. Oba's got 80 paws and double paws on that. Shit
no
was
pause.
crazy.
So they're
They even
building
put their
Brock
shoe
like
size,
Brock got a task in front of him is what they're building it like.
bro. And
Yeah.
We never seen Brock Lesnar the underdog.
No, they said that at the end of the segment. Like, is Lesnar the underdog? I was like, oh.
yeah, bro, this feels so tonight. They come out and they was talking about he wouldn't be man enough. You're not a ruler, you're a fake ruler. This, that, man. Them lights went out. Doom, 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 doom. Oh
and
hell no!
and
So
I could be gassing it, but I feel like Oba's pops are getting louder.
People want to see him.
oh, they are, they are. That's why when I asked about the three young talents, I think Trick's at somewhere between 90 to 100. I don't think he's phased off. I just, you know what I'm saying? Oba's at a $110. Oba might be at a $120. He's in a premier. You could literally say there's three main events. You could literally say there might be three main events. You could put this as a WrestleMania main event. If one of them had a title, it'd be a main event.
I
It
agree.
Oba
would be
is
a main
doing
event.
what Jade Cargill thinks she's doing.
No, not even close. Or the
She
other
said
one.
people want to see her beat people. He's doing what she thinks she's doing. Oba's out of here.
Oba is out of here for real.
Yeah. But
WWE's in a very bad position. Normally, I would say they're in a good position, but looking at how their booking has been the last couple of years, whatever happens with him and Brock at Mania, I feel like can go on to SummerSlam because someone's got to win and someone's going to be upset with the decision. If Brock wins, it should not be clean. Paul Heyman had to get involved or something. And Paul Heyman, because Brock is always absent, one day Oba gets his hands on Paul, and that when Brock comes back, oh, you want to put your hands on somebody? And they go into, you know what I'm saying? They go into the second match.
Bro, this could be a SummerSlam thing with them. Not Brock come back for SummerSlam. This could be the fight that never ends. Because we've never seen Brock Lesnar in this position.
And the good part is, if you do it at SummerSlam as well, if you run it back, you could put a crazy stipulation on it. You gotta
and that's
loser
Lesnar.
leaves and don't come back. You either go
And
to
that's Lesnar's
SmackDown, go to the
hometown.
B show, huh?
It's at Lesnar's hometown, SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, exactly. You think you're the ruler? Come to my. Oh God, they got
I can see
money
the
here.
t-shirts now. I rule the beast.
The T-shirt tonight that Brock came in, FAF5.
Yeah.
Remember last week it was FAFO, 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 FAF5, and Brock came out and it was game time. And so
And what I
tonight
like
when
about
Oba
this
got in the
is
ring,
I know this is something Brock Lesnar wants to do. So he gonna give us a show.
I'm gonna get back to that one right in a minute because not only do shit, we'll address it now. So last week there's a clip of you can see Brock kind of mouthing to Oba, put your foot on my like, bro, yeah, this that big money fee because now I just made you him, and I'm him.
That moment wouldn't have been that moment without that moment, though.
Without that,
So for
yes.
anybody that
Boom.
ever questions Brock Lesnar's in-ring ability, his wrestling IQ, I don't know if that was something they told him to do, but Brock made sure it was done.
Oh, he did. So
We've seen Triple H numerous times tell people, hold up the title, do this, do that.
yeah, yep.
Brock is showing people, no matter what you think about him, he's a veteran in the
Yeah.
wrestling ring, and he knows how to put it on. The kids say, put that
He
shit
knows how to
on.
put asses in seats, bro. I mean,
Because that
not to be
power
funny.
slam was crazy. That sit out power bomb was nuts. The point
So
at the
tonight,
sign would have been crazy, but that foot on the chest,
it's
Man,
like I
dominance.
slayed the beast, but that's Michael
Oh,
and
Jordan
bro,
jumping from the
and
free throw line
I'm
poster.
almost upset. I'm almost upset it's not a heavyweight title match. Like, imagine that moment when he put his foot on him and he looked at the Mania sign. Can you imagine if this was a title shot? He did it, picked up the belt, and
it would
raised
be
his
out
hand.
of here. But I'm gonna get to that in a second because there's only one match to make after this, and then Oba's out of here. So tonight they get into it. Brock actually had the upper hand. He had him in the F5, and Oba got up out of there, ducked, and sent Brock on his ass on the outside of the ring. Even the way Brock fell out the ring was crazy because he didn't like go smoothly over. He went like, boom, like
Brock never does anything smooth. It looks so crazy, but it worked, bro.
it
It
worked.
worked.
And the
I
look
don't.
he
I don't
gave
think
him, like, and then
Lesnar
he
don't
looked
get
at
enough
Paul
credit
Heyman like,
as a seller, bro. His selling is good.
yes. If Brock sells for you, you're out of here because he's a monster. The
It's
only
Brock
time it didn't
Lesnar.
work was the big dude, Omos, right? And I think that's more WWE than Brock. Brock did his part. We all thought Omos was going to be something then. The difference was there wasn't as much crowd impact. The crowd is like, man, it's a wave. And then something you
And I
said,
hate, and this is the thing about when you compare Omos and all these other people. Obafemi is like the perfect size to where he's big, he's girthy, no pause, he's thick, but he can move. Omos was big, he wasn't fluid. Obafemi he checks a lot of boxes. Like
he checks a lot about. I agree.
he
No
look like I said, he
disagreement.
looks the part. I wasn't too big on that ruler thing coming over to main roster because we know they like the Kamala, the Ugandan giant, and Saba Simi, some black folks.
Yep.
I was
Yep.
worried about
Yep.
that. But if
No,
they
no, you
keep
should,
this
and we
how it
should have been.
is, they keep this how it is, it'll work.
Yeah.
There's only if he beats whatever their situation is when he finishes with Brock, right? There's only one, and this is why Mania is going to be so. There's only one match for Oba to be super out of here, and almost got to save it for next Mania, and you got to have one person be champ until that Mania to establish dominance, and it will be
Roman,
Roman Reigns, the tribal chief versus the ruler, and holy shit, you know what
if
I mean?
Oba can carry the company because he's still young, that'll be the only thing. Can Oba
Hey,
Femi?
you got to put it on him, Archie. I agree with you, but I gotta. These guys are getting so
You
old.
right
Ray
now,
talking about
HP. You booking? You booking? Would you make Oba Femi your champ right now?
right now,
Right now,
today.
yeah.
Yep, I would diesel that shit. I
I
would
would
make
say
that shit a house
right
show,
after.
and he would
Yeah.
pop up on Raw. What the fuck? It would be all over the internet on a random Wednesday night, right after the Wednesday Night Wars. What happened? What happened? CM Punk got dumb. I'll challenge anybody. And then all of a sudden, that music hit. And now you got a non-title match at Mania, and Oba got the shit.
And you can stretch a Oba Roman feud for a year. That's when you put the bloodline back together, and they just a pain in Oba's ass for a year, and he got to run through the family. Then he got to build his own family. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you're right. He has to build his own family. It's crazy because they still have Omos tapped in. You still got some people down at NXT. You could be like, I got your
Oh,
back,
you a
dog.
tribal chief? Well, this is my tribe.
I'm out of here, bro. That shit is God. Oh God. You already missed it. You missed your opportunity with the Hurt Business. Don't. Oh, I'm out. We out of here. We out of here. Oh my
You
God.
s- you
And you
saying
know
her
how
business
Obafemi
just
know
made me
know
challenge.
how
not.
it could work? Because if you made the Wyatt family work, you can make something like that work.
Fuck yes. And no one cares about the little guys. We just want to see them. Like, you're just minions, bro. We're waiting for the big dogs to.
All right,
Oba wins the
you
Rumble.
got to put together Obafemi's tribe right now. Who's in the tribe? Three
One, I'm getting
members.
Omos. Actually, I don't
Oh,
think I get Omos. I don't
the
think I get
Maj,
Omos.
you next. Who you gonna put in your tribe?
Chad,
Wait, how
I keep
many?
saying Chad Dawkins. I'm gonna go
Three.
get the Street Profits. This is
So you
where the
got a
Street
tag
Profits,
team.
and then so this is where they can go against the Usos. And if he tries to, if Roman brings back, see, Roman got some choices. He got
No, we're
Jay
gonna go Jimmy
Fatu,
J, and we can and one more. Just so I'm saying, just pick three.
Solo, or Jacob.
Either or, but you gotta add three people to Obafemi.
You're gonna go down to NXT and get some people.
Mm. See, the
I'm gonna
profits
pack
take
up.
up two spots already, but
Yeah,
it gives
Street
you
Profits are we're
but it
good
gives you a
there.
tag. It gives you a tag.
Yeah, I don't want Kofi Kingston and I don't want Austin Creed. They're too playful. They're too playful. Um, I can't remember the name. You know the group that looks like the Shield down at NXT, Dark
Oh,
State
the
or whatever.
Dark State. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the black? I don't remember his name. So if anyone who got it in there, they fired the one dude. He was the girl getter. Always damn, they let him go. He was
But
like a
let
playboy
HP
down there.
think. Who you
Shaquan
adding to
Sugars.
your tribe, Gamaj? 3 members to run with Oba.
I'm not getting our truth, bro. Just because he's black does not. I'm not putting Milk Dud Man in this,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm not
He's
even
too
putting our
playful.
truth in there. No,
Unless you got Sami
honestly,
Zayn, that would be kind of dope.
I mean, this would be a chance to get Apollo Crews out of catering.
It would be a change. I forgot about him. I thought they
Is
let him
Cedric
go.
Alexander still there?
Who?
No, he got cut.
Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, he got cut. He's in TNA now.
Mm-hmm. What match with?
Like, yeah, I really don't know.
I was throwing it out there because I could see that, but you gotta have a strong family.
See, Roman has the pick of the litter here because we see his family every week. He could get anybody from MFT. He can get Solo automatically off rip, Jacob off rip, and then
He needs a
obviously
woman though, because he need a queen.
Nia
Uh,
Jax.
I'm talking about Oba.
Oh, Uber? He's
Yeah,
out of luck, bro. Oh no, he ain't. He
he
got
got some.
fucking Miss Parker.
He
Miss
got
Parker.
options.
He got there's some shit down in NXT. You could even get Soruka, but they probably wouldn't do that because her appeal isn't there and her aesthetic, even though she's black, she's mixed. I wouldn't even get Lash to be honest, unless
No, you can't touch
Lash
Lash,
is
bro.
perfect
Nah,
because
you
that's
can't
a
use
perfect
Lash.
clash. If Nia Jax is like, "Hey, come with me," and she's like, "Well, Oba asked me, I'm not Samoan, I'm not like," and now you got the tag team champions bumping
Bro, it's a
heads.
lot. Oba, I
Nah,
mean,
bro. Even in kayfabe, Lash and
Archie,
Trick
man,
are
it's
still a thing.
2026. I know for a fact every year you drop your application, brother. Have you done it this year?
ain't fucking with me.
Bro, we need your name on that desk again, brother. And then
Look,
give me a call.
I'm gonna have y'all
Oh,
all gonna
Vinny,
be.
you right. Yeah, I forgot about Nikita Lyons. Oba was on that.
Nobody was on that shit. Oh,
Bruh, and all I got drop Nikita. This is my lion. And you know what female lions do? They hunt.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the Huntress.
This is my lion.
Yeah, Nikita might be the one. I ain't gonna hold you.
dog. Nikita did just win, and she got she yamped up, bro. Oh
Yep,
my
she healthy as a Knox.
god damn. Um, yeah, that's the next thing for WWE. That's Prince money.
And the
If
time it takes to
Prince,
build his tribe, a year can pass, bro.
yes, and you get to go into Roman Oba 1, 2, 3. You can do 2 at Mania, 1 at a SummerSlam, 2 at Mania. Don't do them at the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is always used like no one, you know what I'm saying? Like no one, it's just not the Royal Rumble outshines the Royal Rumble championship matches. You know what I'm saying? So don't do it at the Rumble. But SummerSlam is always a good option.
I'm gonna be real.
Chauncey
If
Billups and Oba and Jay just standing next to each other would look crazy.
Bro.
That would look nuts.
Who said that? Oba and Jay, Chauncey Billings, brother. That would be insane. I gotta put that shit on screen. I gotta put that shit on screen. Because if Roman and Nia stood next to each other, you'd be like, oh shit. And then dog, I just need to get through Mania. This Mania is already building great. But the thought of what do you do after Brock Lesnar? There's only one guy. We coronate. Let's do
Yeah,
this more old
everything
school.
after
Remember how
Brock is a win, but it ain't that.
we talk about them not building their stars. You coronate Oba at next year's Mania versus Roman Reigns. He wins the Rumble. On the
And this is
WWE
what
side,
I know I'm eating. I don't know I'm eating, but I eat. I took some medicine.
is that a
This,
Twizzler using it?
nah, I ain't Twitter. Hot fries. Listen, this is the thing that pisses me off about
That shit
WWE.
was long as hell.
we talk about how they don't build stars, right? They built Obafemi in a month, if even that.
No argument.
They
The
built
Royal
him in
Rumble
a
was the
moment.
kickoff.
It don't take a story, a retirement tour, an injury, a return. It just take the right ingredients to bake the cake. That just tells me they weren't interested in making new stars. Cause look how quick they did it.
Yeah.
Well, in fairness, you built him in NXT though. It took all that work for people to recognize him because they were almost down there too long. Remember, we've had like, damn, Trick still ain't called up, and when he got called up, out of here. Oba, kind of him and Javon, like they all. I'm not saying the Javon's they're killing him or nothing. I'm not saying, but
But
out
that's
of
what
those
NXT is
three,
for. That's what it's for. Develop the character, move it
develop.
up.
Yep, yep.
Wyatt
Out of
family,
those
through the
three though,
roof.
Javon is definitely doing about
Enzo and
65, 70.
Enzo and Cass built through the roof. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
when they're done right in NXT, it works. Like
Evan Owens.
they
Evan,
teased Jakara and Lash. Lash is a champ now. They can build it if they want to build it. They just haven't built it. Oh yeah,
Archie
let's
reminds me
go.
of the guy off the Andy Caps box right now.
Oh
Y'all
no, let's
remember the
go.
Andy Caps bag? The Archie cap.
Listen, these are soft, right? I can't hard food. Listen, I'm past the hard food age, bro. If I bite down on this chip the wrong way, I gotta call out of work. Y'all not gonna see me for 2 days.
You know what's crazy? And I'm gonna give my maybe this is a shut the F up or whatever. I don't know. I told you guys, and I always will admit, I don't even think I was wrong, but I think in this case, I think I might have been wrong. I think I was wrong. Watch who they put people in when they make their debuts because it matters of where they're gonna put them. And they put Obafemi kind of at the bottom of the barrel. He was beating up like
And
nobody.
somebody said work his way up. Who said that? I don't know. Guy eating hot fries, I think.
I don't believe it. Y'all got to show it to me. He might have said it. I don't know. I might have remember it. I don't know.
We
If I
record
did
all these
remember it,
shows, HP.
if I did remember
Listen,
it,
I don't know how
I
long we're
gotta
gonna be
act
on
like
here,
I
but
didn't.
what's this title about? Roman
Oh,
dismantles Punk G's OMG. What's that about?
oh, you didn't see it. Okay, let
I ain't
me
know.
let me spoil the fuck out of this. Let's go back, Gamaj. So CM Punk comes out to a good ovation. Uh, right before he comes out though, Jimmy stops him. He's like, "Hey man, watch what you say out there." You know what I'm saying? My brother's on a warpath. So CM Punk's like, "Oh, all right." Then he gets in the ring and starts talking shit about that, like. Jimmy just told me that his brother's on a warpath. Well, I need to watch what I say. Do I ever? You know what I'm saying? He's doing the CM Punk shit. So guess who comes out? Jay. But Joe, CM Punk won't let him get in the ring. Like he right up on the ropes, and Jimmy is saying it on camera, like, "Yo, let me get in the ring. Let me get in the ring." And Punk is like, "What? What? You come here to talk? You come here to fight?" And it's like, damn. Finally, Jay gets in the ring, and he's like, "Yo, basically like, yo, you tripping, you know what I'm saying? You disrespect my family. Matter of fact, you disrespecting me, like straight up. Cause he said I even beat Jay Uso for this. Like, so boom. Then Jimmy comes out to talk because he's crashing out. Jimmy comes out, and then they was like, we're not here for Roman, blah, blah, blah. But then Roman Reigns music hits. Roman Reigns disrespects the shit out the Usos because he was like, I'm gonna tell you this, respect to Jimmy, as respectfully as I can. You guys had your match tonight? He said, yeah. He said, you're done with your match? Yeah. Then get your brother and get out my ring.
One thing I want to mention Roman did that I did appreciate. He did not do a 25-minute entrance. He didn't do no
Fuck
pyro,
no.
nothing. He went straight to the ring.
Get to it. Sometimes you gotta look. Sometimes you gotta get to it. We don't need no foreplay all the time. Just
And
dive
what
in.
Stone Cold told Triple H? Cut the music.
I
Shut the
tell you,
music
one of
off.
my
Shut
That
the
favorite
music
moments
off.
from Rock Hogan was when Rock was in there. Hogan was about to go on his diatribe. Rock said, "Yes or no." Sometimes you gotta get right to it.
dog. And that's so when that happened, um, CM Punk tells him, or you better stay because he gonna need you, or you something like that. So Jay gets all pissed because he's still talking that shit. So he tries to charge. Punk drops his ass easy. Jimmy comes out. Jimmy starts banging with him. Roman just looking. Roman's getting pissed off because I told you to leave. Man, Roman Superman punch Punk, and then he tries to leave because all the back come out, all the officials. Usos the first one's gone because they get laid out, but they're not all the way gone. Roman starts leaving, but he's looking at Jimmy because he's telling him, "I told y'all to leave." Man, Jay was like, "Yo, smash him, smash him." Think about what he said. Smash him. And then Roman start getting that chest pump, like, and Jay was hyping it. He was like, get his ass, get him. And Roman just turned around, hit that corner, speared him 100 miles an hour, picked his ass, kicked this man out the ring, kicked fragile ass Phil out the ring, put him to the pole, put him to the pole.
I'm gonna be real with you. If this was the Hood Olympics, Jay Uso would get a gold medal for like instigating.
Oh, he got the Tony Yayo Award, the best hype man in the business tonight. Cause he was Punk keep calling them young boys. He even called Roman a young boy, and Roman got his ass tonight though. Slammed his ass right to the post, face first, boom. Oh, you take that? Did it again. Then he picked his ass up, put his ass through the table, power bombed. With ease. Crowd like, do it again. Kill him.
I told you that crowd was behind Roman last week, bro.
Yeah, the only thing about these segments from this week and last week I don't like, it's the whole either you calling me old or me calling you a young boy. That shouldn't be what ticks you off after everything else that's been said.
Yes, I could see the young boy thing making you mad because that's like what Mason said. That's how you talk to your little mans. You know what I'm saying? I think that's him.
Like,
that's
not
disrespectful.
Gonna call me no young boy, bro.
And I think low key that's a roundabout way of saying the N word. To be honest, if we're gonna be honest,
because you're a YN.
I you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ain't nobody's little mans. Hey, come on, you're from New York. If somebody try to son you, little man you, hey.
I may say. Hey, I know Cam don't respect.
OG. We ain't got no OGs. You ain't your little mans. Watch how you talk to us.
That's why I got the problems I got now. Mason's killing me. But yeah, that's how the show ended. And
they had to end better than last week. Last week was I think it dropped the show down a little bit.
It was
and of course
turmoil.
They're not gonna let Randy have the slaughter of Cody on his hands and they not slaughter somebody themselves.
No, there was a lot going on because even Paul Heyman got Seth Rollins arrested tonight, carried out in cuffs, very stone coldish.
Good.
Oh. Got a winner.
This guy.
You got a winner. After having a major loser this past fucking weekend.
Don't you do it.
My blood pressure went up just off the strength of thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna run this back tonight, man.
Raw was solid. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, because I hit play from beginning, then Becky came out. So I was like, that don't sound right because I didn't see no intro. Then I hit play from beginning again, and it went back to the same spot. So
Paul Heyman was funny as hell tonight.
That
trying to
was
leave
hilarious.
Dog. Paul Heyman was on one tonight. Oh man, that was absolutely insane.
Raw is I'm from a family of snitches. You know what we do? We get lawyers. We go to court.
Dog, he was talking reckless to Seth Rollins. He was like, I'm gonna send you to prison. You know what's gonna happen when you're in prison? Your wife is gonna leave you, and then that's gonna leave your daughter. And you know what's gonna happen when you leave your daughter? I'm gonna adopt your daughter. And then, he was going
set him off.
So Seth is wrestling who? Brian? Y'all still think Brian Breaker?
No,
I thought it was about to be Brock Lesnar too.
Actually, no. During that segment, ironically, when I checked Instagram, like 10 minutes when it was done, a rumor came up saying Braun Breaker was seen at the PC.
Yeah, they brought him. They brought him there to be checked out. I think in the next coming weeks, Braun's gonna make an appearance, take out Seth. Seth will be cleared, he'll be cleared, and we get that match.
Speaking
Uh
of Instagram, Gamaj, what you been up to, bro?
I don't know nothing, man.
What you been up to, bro? You been with everybody. I saw you with Tony Storm. I saw you with Gail Kim. I saw you with Chris Statlander. I saw you with Okada. That was Okada, right?
Yeah.
You with the Rainmaker. Like, what's up with you, bro? What you been up to, man?
See, no, like I mentioned
You
it
was
on
not only with
Friday.
Saraya, you was with Saraya and her mama. Like, what's up with you, bro? Like, what's up with you, Gamaj?
Well, I mean, her mom's was there, and she a wrestler too.
You just don't just be meeting people's moms. You know what I'm saying? This guy, you be everywhere. You just with 2 Chainz the other week. I say your favorite wrestler's favorite podcast, the Gamaj. Check his highlight reel because he got look he could make his
Definitely
own
check his
WrestleMania
highlight
call
reel.
with everybody that's on his Instagram story right now. Cause it's
He's gonna
game
pull up some.
time. Yeah, I be lurking in the comments. I got a Finster.
Oh, he was getting choked out in one picture. Who was? Hey man, I like your show. Oh well, thank
That
you,
was
Scott.
that was Victoria. Yeah.
Guy said he from Brooklyn. One time to Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn.
I also gotta say, what else happened tonight? I'm missing something too.
I'm gonna
Oh,
run it back.
AJ.
I'm gonna probably say some stuff on Wednesday Night Wars that I pick up tonight because I had to leave the house. And apparently, like Vinny said, I got the whack Netflix tier because they wouldn't even show me the first hour.
Dog. Oh man, if you what a time for Netflix to be effing up because Raw and it's gonna be like this. I think going in Raw has enough talent to keep this going. Um, do
It's
you
the
think Roman needs a match before Mania? Do you think
I don't
they'll
think
even do that?
nobody need a match before Mania because with their luck, it'll be one wrong step and now you missing Mania.
Oh,
I
This
don't even
time
know
of
who you
year
could
is
give
like
Roman anyway.
this time of year is like your NFL team made the playoffs. Rest your starters because you go play
I
your
can see that.
starters, and then now you don't have a quarterback.
I can see that. That's a very
Let them mix it up a
interesting.
little bit, get a little physical. This is where montages come in. This is where you send Roman to train. You see him on the island just training, and we don't see him till Mania. Or you see CM Punk getting it in like Rocky. You know what I'm saying? Ivan Drago was in the lab, the facilities, top of the top. Rocky was punching meat, lifting logs. Like, give us the
Hockey was
montage.
not. He was punching ribs, bro. He wasn't just
He was
let
punching his
punching
beating
stuff.
meat. Sometimes you got to beat meat. HB.
Damn it, Archie.
I said it.
He,
He
hey,
was
Raw
punching
was
me.
good. The weekend was I. You know what I'm saying? Some of us
Nah,
out here.
you was courtside at the game, sitting next to Kevin Owens. I ain't gonna let that slide.
Kevin Owens in the building. Kevin Owens in the building.
Courtside at the game. LeBron was in town. Luke and them was there. Kevin Owens was there. HP
Buzzer
was
beater,
there.
baby.
HP was sitting next to
I know
Kevin
who
Owens,
wasn't there.
man. Shout out to Kevin Owens, man. Look, hopefully we see you back in the ring sometime soon, brother.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Mike. Hey, listen, man. Everything that glitter ain't gold. You know what I'm saying? Uh I actually got a video from the individual who didn't show. Last minute didn't show. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Some people, hey, everything that
Man, we're
glitter
gonna
ain't gold.
solve this problem. Next time we all together, man, I'm doing a pop the balloon, man. HP. Obafemi ain't the only one need a try. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get HP a try, man.
Well, we're
My
gonna get
man.
hey, And I'm back in the gym.
My man's he's on the prowl, baby. You know what I'm
But
saying?
yeah, absolutely. That's the only thing I gotta. Oh my god, I got homework. I forgot my history classes tonight. Started today. Today is day one. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I'm mentally. I'm bugging. I'm like, oh shit. I gotta at least get in there and see what they assigned, and you know what I mean. Whew. But that's all I got because I got home. I got 23 minutes to at least tap in and make sure my day one is
I
A1.
met Biggie in the early '90s. That's fire, Scott. I like your stuff like that.
The Jehovah Witness was ready to go too. Vinny. You remember that? That was I remember. I saw her recently in a Walmart. She didn't remember me, but I remember that. I remember them yams.
That thing,
How
that
jiggly it was. She had them
thing.
soft pants. When you step, it oh god dang. Anyway, I would take her to church in the AMG. I drove down to Orlando in the AMG. Anyway, we ain't having that conversation. But make sure to tap in this
I was
Wednesday,
looking at
Wednesday Night
cars the
Wars.
other day, man. I'm like,
I was
nah.
looking at cars today for no fucking reason.
Well,
I
I
wanted
don't even
something
looking at
to
nothing. Looking at
I
nothing. I
was
look at Gamar's timeline. That's what keeps me going. I rarely get
yeah.
jealous, but when you was with Tony Storm, I felt some type of way. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna
Mm.
hold you.
Bro, I did get cursed. I should have never let her wear that. I should have never let her wear the fucking belt.
I appreciate that, Scott.
Yeah, Gamaj
This
is
belt will never leave my
Gamaj be
mother's
cooking,
hand.
man. I don't want to sound crazy when I say this, Gamaj. Don't take this the wrong way, brother. I believe in complimenting, man. You got a nice smile, bro. You got like those pictures. You like very photogenic. I see why you do your modeling thing. Like, check out Gamaj, man. You need a brand ambassador. You need somebody to make your line look good and the clothes fit right, man. My man Gamaj is a model, man. In real life, man. You got a nice smile. I just thought I'd tell you that, man. I ain't no
I
funny.
appreciate.
I know it
No, I
might be kind of
appreciate it.
weird to say in front of the world, but I was like, oh my man. You know what I'm saying? HP
Models and
smile
bottles,
more,
baby.
man. Smile
That
more,
should be our
HP.
new
Oh,
what happened?
I know the chat probably got something crazy to say, but my man got a nice smile. He got a nice smile. Models and bottles. That's it. It's game time.
We up out of
Or
here,
maybe
guys.
it's because who he was standing next to while he was smiling like that. That's another thing. Man, go look at Gamar's timeline on Instagram. Everybody on there. Wasn't Gail Kim on there? Did I say that? Yeah, Gail Kim was
yeah.
on
Oh my god, video is funny as hell, bro.
there. Rainmaker, that's big. Like Okada's one of my goats. So,
Oh my god. But yeah, make sure y'all tap in this Wednesday, the Wednesday Night Wars. Y'all know what we do after
hey,
SmackDown. Make
Vinny, cut it
sure
out.
if you just
My head hurt,
oh my
man.
god.
I don't need. Now I got time for your foolishness tonight, Vinny.
Yeah, it's absolute. Hey, I don't even know what's going on here, but make sure y'all tap in to the
I don't know
broadcast.
either, but I
Become a
just popped a
member.
bunch of pills. I don't know what's going on either. But I'm about to
We
go
still
watch
got
Raw, man. Sound like it was a good show. I'm gonna check it out, and I'll probably have something to say this Wednesday for Wednesday Night Wars. We'll be back this Wednesday with another war. What we did last week? And Gamaj smoked us.
he did
Oh,
this shit
dream
about
matches, WrestleMania dream matches.
yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
That they gave
yeah,
us.
ones that happened that are like not talked about or underrated, something like that.
Yeah, that was a good time. But yeah, man, WrestleMania. What? How many? It's not that far away. Huh? A couple months.
18th and 19th. This is a little less than a month.
No,
April.
as of right now, they said 20. I think now 26 days away.
So we like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
They building. I think Becky and they announced any other matches because all I saw was Becky and AJ.
No, that's the
Brock,
only match they
Over
AJ,
Brock,
confirmed.
over Brock,
over
Becky,
Brock,
AJ,
AJ,
Randy,
Becky.
Cody. Set Punk.
And yeah,
That's
so far that's all we got. Like confirmed.
that's a strong four though.
Can't wait.
But the tag's gonna be on there. We're gonna see Liv Morgan. We're probably gonna see
Oh
Dom.
yeah, and the two women matches. Liv,
Oh yeah,
Stephanie, and
Liv
Jade, and
is definitely Jade and Rhea.
Rhea.
I'm not
Yeah.
excited about Liv and Stephanie as I thought I would be.
No, tonight they had a little melee. They came out during Dom's match, and they got the bump.
Yeah,
I think
they did
Jade
have a
and
little
Rhea
brawl.
might surprise people. I think Jade is gonna go into this match knowing this might be make or break for her. All eyes on me, like Tupac. I can show y'all mofos what I can really do. And Rhea's somebody in the ring that you can work stiff with. You can work any style with Rhea Ripley. So they might surprise people with this match, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they've started to give people a little bit of interest in it now because she did the Baddies 2.0. So we'll see what that leads to.
But yeah, I'm about to
I'm
go
looking
check that
forward
out.
to.
Y'all got any shut the F ups this week before we get into before we let these beautiful people go. Shout out to the chat, man. Best chat on the internet. Hope this week is good to you and good for you. We'll see y'all Wednesday. But before we go, any shut the F ups? Who's been yapping and shouldn't been yapping this week? Y'all got anybody?
Don't man,
I
I don't.
don't.
Oh, we've been playing nice these past few weeks, so we're gonna have to turn up. We've been playing nice.
Ain't nobody really been saying nothing crazy.
So far.
Vinny said Jade and Rhea have to have a great match. That's what I'm saying. I think Jade, she gonna come in knowing she gonna have the fire entrance and the fire gear, but you can't Ultimate
I
Warrior
think
Ahmed Johnson us to death.
I think
Gotta
they
wrestle.
both. I think both women, even Steph and Liv, need to have a great match. Because with Stephanie's title run, it's honestly been lackluster. It's not Stephanie's fault. She's had lack of opponents similar to Jade. Liv, this is her first like main, like at least in the sense for a woman, main event for Mania after winning her first Rumble.
I just
That's
don't
been
know
long
why they
overdue for
don't
her.
wrestle as much as they used to. Because I agree there's been a lack of opponents, but then when you pop up and throw Meechin and B Fab in the group, it's people there. What's my girl at the Y6? She ain't wrestled in 2 years. Nikki
Yeah,
Cross. Like there's people there, and it's a whole field of talent in NXT that you can have people wrestle. It would make sense if Jay beat NXT talent, right? It would make sense, but they just not wrestling.
yeah.
LA Knights need to shut the F up about the bloodline. Shout out to Multi Airs. I think I said that right. Yeah, shout out. I like when the chat, yeah, shut the F up, LA Knight. I feel bad for LA Knight because he's trying so hard, and in his moments to shine, it's always a banana peel that makes him slip, bro. Like
yeah.
Something.
But
the
There's always something
wrestling
going on
gods
there.
are not working in LA Knight's favor.
I'm telling you, this year he don't get if he doesn't win King of the Ring or Money in the Bank, he's done.
Yeah, I'm already convinced it's a wrap for him because I think they would have already pulled the trigger. And now you got these younger talents coming, and LA Knight ain't no spring chicken. So I mean, you know, I just don't see it. Could they do it? Yeah, but
Jalen said, my
I just
cousin played on a basketball team with Jade at Jacksonville University. That's fire. Shout out to your cousin. Shout out to you, Jalen. Jalen season. Tapping in. I haven't seen that name before. Welcome to the pod. Scott in Brooklyn, welcome to the pod. Multi Aries, welcome to the pod, man. This is Ask Her Podcast. If you're new to the channel, we do this Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. During or right after the main event of anything WWE, we go live. And if something happens in the world of wrestling,
Well, I don't hear him. You hear him?
what does do y'all hear him? Scott, salute to you, Archie. We don't hear you. Um,
Yeah.
I don't think Archie even hears us. Do y'all hear Archie in the chat? Uh, he is talking. He is going. Archie, we don't hear no Archie.
Yo.
Um, I don't, I don't, I don't even know what he is saying. Do y'all hear him in the chat? Hey, we're gonna have to just tap out, brother.
We might have to because we stuck in a matrix.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't got him on mute. Archie thing is good. Like
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
don't
what
see the
I
mute
don't.
icon.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Archie, he disappeared.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that must mean it's
Chat can't
about
hear him.
time to go.
Yeah.
Uh, y'all already heard it. Tap in with us Wednesdays, Fridays, and Maj, you ain't got anything else? We up out here. You got anything else?
Uh, nah, nothing going on right now.
You know what Archie said. But all right, y'all. Until next time, Archie, just say goodbye. Can we hear him?
We normally get cut off when we talk about Samoans. I don't know what I said tonight.
That was crazy.
Check out the interviews. That's what I was telling people, and the people we interviewed and all that stuff. That's what I was telling them. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Hit that like notification button. We do this all the time. This is the Azrael Podcast. That is Gamaj, and when he in the building, it's game time. Your favorite wrestler's favorite podcaster. Look, for real, if you got a brand, you trying to get popping, you want it to be seen, it could be seen right here on Azrael Podcast. Hit up Gamaj. You know King HP. That's Mr. Courtside. That's Mr. So Close. He. Hey Brian, I bet you. Yeah, he was at the game. Yeah, hey Kevin. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
take
That's
it.
that's Hollywood H right there. Better known on this pod as the undisputed podcast champion of the world, King HP. I am the Archie Carter, the most loved, most hated. You or you. Hope you had a good time tonight. Hope this week is good to you and good for you. This is Attitude Era Vibecast. Cause y'all potting, we vibing, and we running circles around you squares. We out of here. See y'all Wednesday. Wednesday Night Wars. Peace.